Happy Monday! We're all back in the building today. Had a weekend at home, which was very nice. Wet though. Proper poured down last night, like heavens open last night. It's nice because we sleep right under the tiles, so it's really noisy. I love it. Anyway, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. I hope you had a lovely weekend as well. We've got a download show for you this hour, which is super cool. My favourite thing in the world, papers. So we're going to have a lot of fun this hour. We're going to do some demos as well, if we can get them organised on My Craft Studio. But we've got a lot to get through in this hour. So first of all, let me introduce you to my team. We've got Emily on cameras this morning.
Hello.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yes, thank you.
Good,
Lovely.
good. Sam on production.
Morning.
Morning. There's our Sam. And you got me for an hour. Who's on comments? Do we know? Maybe? Becky's on comments. I said good morning to Becky. She'll be like, how do they all know my name? Right, so let me introduce you to live shopping. First of all, where can you watch us? Well, you can watch us on YouTube, you can watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on either Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to show you a product, and that product will have a code, and all you need to do is type shop, and then that code into the comments underneath the video. And that's automatically going to put that product into a basket for you, which is amazing, isn't it? Then we're going to slide into your DMs and send you a message. And in that message, there is going to be a link to check out. You're going to click that link. Now, it's really important that when you get to our website, you log into your account, because then you get your club member benefits, which is fabulous. So what does that mean? Well, it means you get extra discount. So the price on your screen is not what you're paying less, which is good. You get loyalty points for every £1 that you spend. And on a basket spend over £35, you get free postage. Now, if you would rather shop with us directly on our website, highlightcrafts.com, you can do that too. So just simply visit us, click watch live, press play, and all the items in that show once it starts will appear down the right hand side of your screen. All you need to do then is select the items that you wish to purchase, and they will be popped into a little red shopping bag for you, which will appear at the top of your screen. So when you're ready to log in, you're going to click on that. That will take you through that login and checkout process. Now you can also shop ahead. So from midnight, you can shop the day's deals. Okay, so you just literally go to highlightcrafts.com homepage, click on shop today's deals, and then they all appear and you can fill a basket. How exciting is that? I love it. I love a pre-sale sale or a pre-show sale. It's great, isn't it? Get in there quick. Right, my lovelies, shall we start at the very beginning? So we have, first of all, our design your own. Let's do Christmas first. The new one, please, at the top. Yeah? Yeah. Got it? Winter. Shop winter. There you go. We're organised this morning, can you tell? Right, let me introduce you to this. Now, I've got a lot of boards to show you, so I'm going to hold these up and let Emily give you a really good peruse of these. These are this year's 2025 rice papers from In the Studio and our lovely David. Aren't these absolutely exquisite? I'm thinking sublimation, I'm thinking mug press, I'm thinking transfer paper, making all your Christmas stockings, doing all your home decor and switching your house up for winter. So that's your first one. Oh, there's quite a lot. I'm like a magician in this hour. Ready? Ta-da! There you go, second board. Aren't these gorgeous? And you can see the layer on layer on layer on layer of design that is put into these rice papers. Now, we also have some downloads on here that allow you to design your own. So having something like this in your stash is a really, really good idea, because it gives you pointers about composition and colour and layout and design and creating those beautiful, beautiful pieces of paper that you can see here. Now, although it says rice papers, of course, they can be printed on any medium that will go through your printer. So if you can print on fabric, you could do that. If you can print on printable acetate, you can do that. You can print on your regular normal papers, your regular printing paper, and use it for your scrapbooking and your card making and all of those different amazing things that we all do with paper every day, which is just fantastic. So that's your third board. Oh, no, it's still going. There's a lot here, isn't there? Shop winter. It's great, this. Love it. Imagine these on all your glass jars and your candles on your Christmas table. How beautiful are these going to be? So just incredibly stunning design, gives you a whole fresh feel, but with being that traditional style that we've come to know and love with our Christmas rice papers. Well, let's go to the next one. 2 more, and then I'm going to flip them around and show you what's on the other side. I know, right? It's a bit planned. There you go. How beautiful are these? I mean, they are just delicious, aren't they? And I love the fact that you can fade some of them back, change the opacity on them, layer them up, crop them, do your digi-punches with them, all of those amazing things that we do with Minecraft Studio. You can now do this with this beautiful artwork. I mean, how stunning is this? If you've just had the badge maker, imagine doing the badge maker with some of these. Wouldn't that be lovely? Something a little bit different for Christmas. Everybody could have their own badge. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Right, Shop Winter is going to get you that one for $24.99. Right, fluttering through lace next. Are you ready? That Sam's on it. Look at this. I'm going to switch the board around. Look how beautiful. Thought I was kidding, didn't you? I'm not. Look at these. Aren't these absolutely glorious? These are some of my favourite ones we've ever done. I think they're very delicate, very feminine, unapologetically feminine. And then you go down to the wildflowers at the bottom, your lace tied in there. But how gorgeous are these? I mean, they're just stunningly beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely delicious. I'd just be printing some of these off and putting them in frames, I'm not going to lie. The artwork is just exquisite. Then you've got this board here. Look at all this lot that you're getting. And do you know what? Even if you don't use it immediately, it's worth having these in that digital library that we're helping you build at the moment here at Highlight Crafts, where somebody says to me, it says to you, oh, could I have a bit of a different wedding card, please? Could I have something for Valentine's Day or anniversary or whatever occasion it is? And you can go, yeah, of course you can, because you've got this massive stash, right? I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at these with the butterflies on. Just as a piece of artwork. I'd be printing these off several times and decoupaging them up. I think they're absolutely stunning. Imagine these on some of your shape cards that we've been bringing you. We bought you that template download, didn't we, of the box frame. Make your own box frame and put these in here. They're absolutely gorgeous. But we're not finished yet. I know, loads to show you today, aren't we? Look at this one. Look at that. And David's coming up next with 2 hours of Makeover Monday as well. So I'm sure he'll have lots of different ideas for you. I think you're paint pouring in the next hour, so that's going to be good fun, isn't it? And then tomorrow, wow, tomorrow, our Lily's here. And Lily is going to be demonstrating Scan and Cut this weekend at Doncaster. So she's going to do a show tomorrow, which will be lovely. It'd be nice for you to get her spin right from the beginning. Absolute basics. But how gorgeous would these be cut out on your Scan and Cut? So if you remember the other day when I showed you that little acetate trick where you put your acetate over the top and draw around, instead of fussy cutting, your Scan and Cut will cut these out for you. Aren't they amazing? Just glorious. And I love the colour palette in this. It's very rich and very opulent, but it's got that pop of that lovely rich teal going all the way through it, and that pink, and then into your oranges and your reds. And that black lace is just glorious, isn't it? Shop Flutter will get you that one for $24.99. Right, before we go into the other downloads, I'm just going to talk to you about the papers, the printing papers, because that's really important. Let's just say hello to a few of you, first of all. Alan says, hi Mel, I've decided to come to Doncaster, but I have a question. Will there be someone there to help with my special needs and anxiety? We do have a VIP area. We're not actually running the show anymore, Alan. It's ICHF, so we're doing the workshop on the Friday. But if you contact ICHF, I'm sure they will make you feel very welcome, and they will be able to answer that question for you. Good morning to everybody. Oh, Jonathan says these would be perfect to sublimate on a hot chocolate mug cozy. Yes, they would, wouldn't they? If you got that mug press the other day. Thank you to all of you for joining me this morning. It's a pleasure to have your company. I've had a weekend at home this weekend. Absolutely hammered down all weekend. I know, right? Right, let me talk to you about our printing papers then. So first of all, we have Pure Print. So it all comes under the Craftmaster brand, which is our tools, etc., papers, all of that kind of stuff. So your regular Pure Print, we do it in 140, and we do it in 250 GSM. Now the 140 is the one that I use all day, every day for my scan and cut. So if you've got a scan and cut and you want to print a paper that's going to be perfect for your reflections, because what we do with our reflections is we give you the artwork, but then we give you the decoupage layers. Unlike a die, which almost tucks the card into itself because of that beveled cutting edge, the scan and cut is a straight blade. So if you're cutting a floral out, for example, and you're going to cut all the decoupage layers, the thicker the cardstock that you're cutting out from, the more of the white edge you're going to see. So I always work on 140, just on the regular pure print. Now the 250 I use for my alcohol markers. So if you're working with different alcohol markers, whatever they may be, the longer fibre in the regular pure print gives you an opportunity to be able to blend that colour, which is what we want with alcohol markers. Please don't use it on your premium pure print because it'll feel like you're trying to colour in chalk. It resists it, it pushes back almost. If you ever tried it, you'll know what I mean. So that's our regular pure print. So 250 I use for my alcohol markers, and 140 I use for scan and cut. Now we also do premium pure print. So the difference is that the fibres are so tiny in the premium pure print that when the ink is dropped on it, it can't move. So therefore it can't travel, and therefore it can't fade from the pure pigment. So the premium pure print will give you a much more enhanced finish to your print. Now the premium pure print is brilliant for your backgrounds for scan and cut, but please don't put it on your mat because it won't come off. It's almost like those tiny fibres, because there's so many of them, almost creates a denser surface area. So as it grips it, it holds it and it doesn't want to give you back, but you can use it for all your backgrounds, etc. Then we also have, so that's your premium pure print. We do that in 140 and 250. Now I'm just going to bring you over to this because we've got a deal for you on rice paper today, which is quite appropriate, seeing we're selling you all of this lot, but you also need somewhere to store them, don't you? So when you've printed them off, we're giving you somewhere to store them. Now then, this is our regular pure print rice paper. And the reason that David chose this one is because it's smooth. So you can get lots and lots of different qualities of rice papers, sumi papers, etc. Some of them have like cotton slubs through them because it's made from the pith of the cotton plant. So sometimes you get almost like these long, thick fibres that when you pull the rice paper, it either pulls that out or it doesn't give you an even edge, stays in, and then it laps over your next one. So this is perfect for printing on. Right, so we've got your pure print rice paper. Then we're also going to give you 250 of these wallets. Now then, this is going to save you a small fortune long term, because these we use all day, every day, instead of cut tidy. So yes, you can use them to store your rice papers in. That's going to keep them all nice and clean and stop them getting dog-eared. But cut tidy was a product that enabled more detailed, intricate dies to be cut better on a die cutting machine. So either you cut it in half and you keep it doubled up and you use it like that, or you cut it all the way around and fold it over. I would just cut right the way across there. But I think 5 sheets of cut tidy last time I checked was $9.99. You're getting 250. You cut it in half, you've got 500. And you're getting it included with the deal, wow, for $19.99. Is the rice paper normally $12.99 by itself or $14.99? Sam, please. $12.99. So for £7, you're going to get 250 of these, which means you don't need to buy cut tidy anymore. The other way of doing it is if you just want to put more dies on one plate, you can do that because that gives it that extra little shim for you to be able to do that as well. Right, so that's your rice papers and your wallets. Right, let's go through one or two of these downloads up here, shall we? Let's do Shabby Chic. Design your own Shabby Chic rice papers. So it's Shop Shabby, and it's £12.50. You've got a £17.49 saving on this one. If I want background papers, if I'm making cards, home decor, this is one that I go to over and over and over again because you've got this whole plethora of absolutely stunningly beautiful artwork, but also backgrounds. So I think what we'll do is we'll go through this and then I'll take you into my craft studio and show you how you can build a rice paper. But don't miss out on this one in your collection. If you're a scrapbooker and you've got lots of ephemera, maybe you've got people's birth certificates, wedding certificates, that kind of thing. But then look at the florals now. So spesso trasparente. Can I just say, whenever we go through my craft studio and we come up with something like our florals, these are going to look amazing. Now, if you got that deal the other day with the film and the glue together with that download, then this is going to be an absolute treat. Now, don't forget, the sooner you check out your baskets, the sooner you can be downloading this and playing with it. And that's the great thing about it. So you've got all your papers that you can use as a base, as a beginning to your story. And then you've got some that have already been designed for you. And this is brilliant because, as I said with the other ones, you can sit there and you can look at where did the designer create a design triangle. Right there, 1, 2, 3. Brings the eye right across this scene here with the green and the green and the green. Just have a look in detail at some of these when you get them home, because these are going to be worth their weight in gold. We have a visitor coming in, and when she comes in, she usually causes trouble. So we'll see what she's going to do today. What are you going to do today? What are you up to? Come here, you. Come here. She's coming in. She just wants people to like her, don't you? You keep doing
nobody
things.
likes me.
Oh, I like you.
I like you.
Yeah.
We just did a thing.
Well, well, me and you aren't like that at all, are we? I'm like,
taking the thing back now.
go on, thing. What are you doing?
We did a thing. So you know your Sam, remind me which one it is. I've forgot already. Rice paper. Yes, that one.
Yes.
We might have just took another £5 off it.
Right, so you're paying $12.99 for your rice paper and £2 for 250 wallets that you can use instead of cut tidy. Yeah. Boom. Right, quick.
You're welcome. Happy Monday.
Shop Monday. Shop Monday. Shop bundle.
Shop bundle. So Shop Monday. What would that put in your basket?
Shop Monday.
Shop Monday. Anything?
You.
Me. Oh. Don't go Shop Monday.
Brilliant, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's good. Isn't it? I like this. Normally when Diane comes in, we're in trouble. Oh, she's back. I'm in trouble.
And just so you know, we know a couple of people have already bought it. We're going to sort out the refund for the difference for you. Okay.
Thank you. Look at that. It's exciting, isn't it? Right, let's finish this one off then for you. So you then got all your script, your overlays, etc., and then some really gorgeous textured. This looks like old parquet flooring, doesn't it? We used to, in the house that we used to live in at Gibraltar Street, because it had the original parquet flooring in the house. It was only a little two-bed terrace, but it had the original parquet flooring in. We used to have a cat called Suki. So when Mick moved in, before I met him, there was a little kitten turned up on his doorstep on the first day. I know, just appeared like that. So we took her in, called her Polly. And she had babies, so he stayed up all night with her. And one of them that we kept was called Suki. So Polly put the kettle on, Suki take it off again, I know. But she had really fluffy pads. So she'd come running in from the middle room and just like that, slide right across the parquet flooring. She used to love it. She used to do it on purpose. It was brilliant. Right, if you want that one, it is Shop Shabby, and it's £12.50. Right, now then, look at these. Now, this is design your own florals. I mean, these are absolutely exquisite. Talk about putting them on mugs, etc., sublimation. This is going to be perfect. Look at that. Imagine that on a mug. How pretty are these? Just super, super stunning, aren't they? So you've then got all your bits of ephemera again, right? So you've got all of those. You've got your buttons and your letters. You've got all your label shapes. Now, if you're a scan and cut user, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 brand new label shapes for you. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute, but look at these. Imagine these with that film that you got last week. This is going to be amazing with that. Oh my goodness me, love it. And I love the eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. It just reminds me of being in America. And every time I walk in the other studio now after I made that swag, it smells like it as well. Look at these. Aren't these just glorious? I mean, these on your mugs would look absolutely beautiful. Then you've got all your textures again, your crumpled paper. You've got these black overlays that just lay in place. And then you've got some that have been built for you. So I'm going to go through this one, and then I'm going to go through the next one, which is Christmas, and then we're going to go and have a look at this on Minecraft Studio, because there's too much in here just to show you like this. You need to see what we're absolutely going to do with it, don't you? Right, so that one is Shop Floral, £12.50 for that one, my friends. That's a deal, isn't it? Love that. Don't forget your pockets. I'm just going to recap that. So Diane has just slashed the price again. 20 sheets of rice paper, okay? Normally £12.99. Today you're going to pay £14.99, but you get in 20 sheets of that and 250 wallets. Now, most people will never get through 250 wallets using them as cut tidy, because you use it till it drops to bits. But just as storage for your rice papers, for your printables, for your indexes, this is a great one to print off your indexes so that you can literally look at them at a glance rather than bringing them onto the computer. I have all mine printed out. I think for the sake of a bit of ink and a few sheets of paper, it's worth it. So you're going to get all of that. So you're going to pay £2 extra and get that lot. Good that. Like that.
Less than a penny per wallet.
Less than a penny per wallet. You're right, Emily. She's a maths girl like me, like that. Nobody else does maths. Although Lewis did it the other day, I was quite impressed. Right, next, Christmas. This is lovely. Design your own Christmas. So I think we might have to play around with this one. So you've got some beautiful backgrounds in there, starting point for you. More of them. You've got some lovely patterns in here as well. Tomorrow we are bringing you Christmas stencils with Scan and Cut. So I'm going to do the first hour, and then Lily's going to do the 12 o'clock. So please tune in and support her, because she's learning, and she'll be great. Absolutely, because she'll just learn whatever she needs to learn. So it'll be really good for you to hear it from somebody else's point of view. I'm also going to present it. So I'll be there with her. I'm not going to hold her hand for the first one. She's a big girl. Right, now then, next one. Let's have a look. So we've got more gifts, presents, snowmen in here. Wood slices, that was the one. Well done. Had the actions, just no words. There you go. And these, look at these. I love these little stamps. These are great, aren't they? Fantastic. Then you've got all of this beautiful artwork that you can see here. You've got your wreaths in there as well. You've got your Christmas trees, your branches, your pine cones. You've got some of your more detailed rice papers. So again, I'm giving you an idea of where to start, etc., and how to build. Isn't this lovely? Love it. And then look at the brick walls. Oh, I like those. And the tree bark. Great, aren't they, those? Right, okay, so that one is Shop Christmas, and it's £12.99. Right, shall we go and have a look at one of these? Come on, let's go over here and have a look, see what we can come up with. I love stuff like this, it's good, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at Christmas then. I'm just going to bring this over, and then I can see exactly what I want to use. Now it starts getting difficult, because I've got to decide what I want. Yeah, there's the thing. Let me find one that just jumps out at me. I think we'll have number 37. I like number 37, I like them all, but there you go. Right, number 37, let's find that first of all. And while we're just doing that, I'm just going to grab a drink. I haven't talked much yet this week. To be fair, I didn't talk much over the weekend either. We were just, by the time you get home on a Friday night, you're like, yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I've had enough talking, thank you. Right, so we're going to start with our background paper first of all. Let's go back onto here and back into Christmas, and let's find some florals first of all. So let's have a see what we've got in here. So we could let's take this for a start off, because this is lovely. This is going to work really nicely in that corner, okay? Now I've put my margin on. I know Stephanie likes to work it without the grid on, but I like the margin on, because then I can see where the cutoff is for the print. So I'm making sure that when I'm scaling things up or down, I've got them in the corner. Right, I'm going to copy and paste that. So I'm going to copy. Oh, where did that go? Undo. That disappeared. Click on that. It's me and computers. Copy. And right click and paste. There we go. So I've got two now. And then I'm going to rotate one. So we're going to rotate this one round, and we're going to pop that in that top right corner. So if I was sitting in front of a computer screen now, being a graphic designer, which I'm not, can I just say that out loud? this will be perfect. But I'm then also going to take, let's have a look at this again. I'm going to take another one, I'm going to copy and paste that. And then I'm going to have it really faded out somewhere in the background. So I'll decide where I want it first of all. And I think I want it just, not that one, this one, Melanie, there you go. I'm going to just rotate that a little bit, and I'm just going to make it quite big actually. And we're going to bring that right into the background, so we're going to make it bigger. This is me thinking on my feet as we go. So let's make that a little bit more, bit straighter. There we go. And then we're going to go into effects, and we're going to take the opacity right down. So it just fades into that background paper. There you go. Now then, you would never know that that wasn't meant to be there, would you? But you've got your bolder ones here, you've got your smaller one top right, and then you've just got that one that just brings the whole thing together. Right, let's go back to files and have a look for some more bits and bobs. So I need some berries, I think. So let's bring those on. Let's rotate that round, and let's bring that down here. And then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to order. Now, sending it backwards will send it behind the paper. Sending it, sent to back will send it behind the paper. Sending backwards will just send it back one layer. Where are you? There you go. Why are you not going backwards? There'll be something I'm doing, it always is. Right, if it does that, send it to the back, right click, go to order, and bring forwards. There you go. There's always a way around, isn't there? Always. Then we're going to copy and paste. I know you're all sitting there going, Melanie, you need to do this. I know. Copy. Come on, where are you? Light up. There you are. Right click, copy, right click, paste. There you go. Right, now this one I'm going to flip. So I'm going to flip it that way first, and then I'm going to rotate. Oh, don't want that one. Rotate this round a little bit and pop that behind there. Now I want that to be a little bit more angled, so it's creating a proper corner. So I don't mind bringing it off the page a little bit as well. So let me just straighten that up a little bit more. That's better. And you can just see now it starts to change that curve. I'm just going to bring that down a little bit further. That's better. And then we're going to right click on this one, and we're going to send backwards. All right, send you to the back then. You want to be awkward. Do you talk to it as well? I talk to it all the time. I'm really bad for that. Right, there we go. So we've got that. Right, now then, I just want, let's do those berries again. But I'm just going to copy and paste that, I think. Let's have a look. Copy and paste. There we are. And take that. Right. So let's rotate this round. Now, I don't want this to be anywhere near as big. So I'm going to rotate it round first, and then I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm just going to pop that behind there. So right click, order, send. I'm going to send it to the back and then bring it forwards. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something. It'll be fine. There you go. We get the same result, don't we? Then we go copy and paste. That's it. I've got another one. Then I'm going to flip this one. So flip, let's flip that one that way. Look at that, perfect. And don't forget, if you are coming to Doncaster this weekend, come along and say hello to everybody. I know Lily's there. The team are there on Friday. David and I are staying here to keep you company here as well. So if you can't go, we'll be here with you on the Friday and Saturday, I believe. So we'll have a lovely, oh Melanie, come on, order, back. Why not do that? So yes, it'll be lovely to see you all. I know a lot of you are doing the workshop, aren't you, on the Friday? So that'll be nice. Someone has to stay here, don't they, unfortunately, but it's the way it is. And we're good. You'll have a lot of fun, won't you? And now I'm sure I'll see lots of you on social as well. Right, let's bring some of these, this foliage in, I think. Now let's have a look. What do we want? Else do we want in here? Let's put a little bit of holly in. I always like a little bit of holly at Christmas. It's like it's, for me, when the hollies, yeah, when you see the berries appear, it's like, yeah, it's Christmas now. That, and when Strictly starts. You always know, don't you? The tins of chocolate appear in the supermarket, although they seem to be there all the time at the moment. I can't get my head around that bit. But yeah, it's when Strictly starts. You hear that? And all the guests start being announced, don't they? Right, let's have a look. Let's go back to some of these elements here. So I've got embellishments in here now. Let's have a look what this looks like. Oh, got loads of stuff going on in here. Right, let's bring in a lantern, I think. And I'm going to keep it with that red theme because I quite like that. I don't really want to bring in a dark metal. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to right click and send backwards. And right click and send backwards again. This is why I think sometimes it's just easier to send it to the back and then bring it forwards. It is though, isn't it? So we'll send that to the back, right click, order, bring forwards. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. See, sometimes the workarounds is easier, isn't it? And that, I think, let's see what else we've got on here. I don't know that it needs too much more, really. I think it's quite pretty as it is. Oh, I know what we could have. We could have some little ice skates just hanging up here. So if I hang that off there, right click, order and send backwards. There we go, you've got your little skates on there. And I think that's fine, I'm quite happy with that. So once you've done that, if you want to see exactly what it looks like, if you go into your digital bunches, go into your basic shapes, select one of your shapes, let's bring on the rectangle. Oh, I do that every time, honestly. Me and computers, we're not the best of friends, but we muddle along. There we go. Right, let's bring that over here. Let's bring that over here. I'm going to bring that down a little bit more. Just going to pull that up slightly at the top and over a bit like that. And then we will keep inner. And there's the right. Oh, what's happened to that? That's interesting. Let's go home and undo that. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There we are. That's weird, isn't it? Right, so that's how you create your own Christmas rice paper. It's lovely, isn't it? And you've got so many elements, but just bringing that faded out image in just draws everything together. And remember, we just started with quite a basic background, and you end up with something as beautiful as that. Right, let's go and have a look at some of the other things that we've got in the show for you, because we've got some more downloads for you at really good prices as well on these. So we have Ravishing Rice Papers Volume 1. That sounds quite dramatic, doesn't it? Ravishing Rice Papers. Right, let's have a look at these. These are stunning. So these are your pre-designed rice papers that you can literally print and craft. That's all you need to do. Just print them off on the medium that you would like them on. Look how beautiful that is. Now that with some of the 2 red robins would be lovely, wouldn't it? Look at these and don't just think about using, you know, you don't have to use a scene as in a landscape to work with 2 red robins. Think about adding them into here. Think about printing them off on that rice paper deal that we've got for you, which is just incredible. You've got some lovely Christmas ones on here as well. Some for winter, birthdays, which is just great. And then lots of that is super, super pretty. Isn't that lovely? That'd be lovely in my lounge, that, actually. And then I like these where we've kind of taken the colour out and you're left with this sepia or this black and white finish to it, which is rather spectacular. And then you've got some steampunk. I mean, look at that. I'd just frame that, put it on my craft room wall. I think it's gorgeous. But you've got something for everybody in here. So this one is shop 1. And it's £10, and you get all of those pre-designed for you by a graphic designer. Amazing, right? If you want somewhere to start, if you're a little bit not sure how to design my own, you'll get there. But these things are a brilliant guide as well, you know, a tool for learning about composition. And I'll be honest with you, I think Minecraft Studio, you know, it's free now to download from Highlight Crafts. Minecraft Studio is one of those graphics programs. Every time I see somebody use it, I learn something else, which is lovely, isn't it? And it's been out there for about 18 years. I think we worked out the other day. The Elite, I think, is about 15 years, although it feels like we've been saying 15 years for a few years, so it might be longer than that. But it's a really good way of creating layout. So seeing what your card's going to look like before you actually cut into your paper, I think that's brilliant. And you never run out. And I was properly adamant that I wasn't going down the Minecraft Studio road. This is years ago. I was like, no, I like going out, sniffing paper, feeling it. I know, saving it, not using it. I know, buying all of that paper that we now stash. This is a lovely way of doing it. And Diane said to me one day, she just said, everything's printed somewhere. And I was like, yeah, she's right, it is. And then I couldn't argue. So now we've got really, really good printer paper. This is a perfect opportunity for you to just literally click and print and craft. So you're now designing your own. So for example, if I bought some papers, this will probably be one of my favourite ones. So I'd have to buy that pack several times just to get more than one sheet. Now I can print them on the medium that I want, in the size that I want, for the project that I want, and when I want, which is fabulous. So you're getting all of those. Oh, then you're also going to get these. That's my favourite. I did a piece of MDF out of that. That's one of my favourites. I think it's lovely. Absolutely glorious. This is on another one of the MDFs. You'll have seen that on the pull-up box. Did that one as well. These are the ones that I go to time and time and time again. That's beautiful too. Look at that, number 4. Gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. And some of them here where they look quite deep in colour, they've been put on these colours because they're the best colour to start with, to change all of those different colours out. And then you've got these to finish off. Isn't that lovely? So this is Ravishing Rice Papers Volume 2. You've got a £4.99 saving on this today. Shop and then the word 2. And it is £10, which is great. So you're getting that one. And then we have Ravishing Rice Papers number 3. There's a surprise. Right, let's have a look at this one, because this is glorious. I need to keep myself organised, otherwise I'm going to get mixed up. Here we go. Oh, right, Ravishing Rice Papers. So, look at this. Absolutely glorious. Look at these. Aren't these stunning? If you love your rice papers, if you love that steampunk look, this is an absolute must-have for you, because it's just jam-packed full of beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. I mean, that is gorgeous. I'm very lucky. I have all my grandma's photo albums. So my grandma was 99 when she passed away, and she had dementia for about the last 9 years of her life. And she started to go into photograph albums and tear pictures up. And I said to my mum, we've got to go in and get them out because they're too precious. And we did, and now I redid them all in albums so that they're safe. But if you've got those albums at home like we had, the ones where you pull the plastic page back and they're all stuck inside and they're going yellow and they're starting to crack a little bit, the best thing to get them out of those albums, and please do so because they are literally deteriorating in there, is get a piece of dental floss. Warm the glue with a hairdryer. Don't use a heat gun, just use a hairdryer, and then get the dental floss behind it and bring them out, because you need to get them out of there because they are literally deteriorating. I know the British Museum had some of the oldest photographs on record, and they put them in a box on the wall and stuck them with sellotape. Worst thing you could have done. But there you go. So if you want 50 gorgeous mechanical rice papers with that steampunk theme, then shop 3, the word 3, and they are £10 today. Right, let's have a look at this strawberry one, because this is beautiful. Is this the one, do you get, is it one sheet, this one, Sam? We've got 24 rice papers, is that correct? Yeah. Lovely. So again, now they do have the fairy wings on them, but they're very different to the fluttering through lace that I showed you earlier on. And I love these. These would be lovely on the front of a journal. So if you're somebody that likes to give a diary for Christmas, just go out and buy box standard ones. Just go out and buy a plain one and then decorate it up with these incredibly beautiful rice papers. And I love the fact that you've got some with the ladies in, some without. These would be really nice with your quirky bird as well. And then you've got your strawberry ones down here. I mean, these are just lovely. That reminds me of a note paper my mum once bought me to write all my thank you letters on. It was stunning. I didn't want to use it at the time. It's always been a bit of a thing with me, paper. Right, that one, Shop Haze, you're going to get that for £10. Right, one more, and then I'm going to recap on that rice paper deal for you, because today, if you're going to stock up on your rice papers, today's the day, because you're going to get those bonus wallets with it. But first of all, we're going to have a look at Shop Whim. This is £10. Now, these are more stylized. These almost look photographic in their style, but I love these with the dried flowers. Imagine knocking the opacity back on that and layering that over a different one, and just how they all work together. You've got some really deep, dark, rich colours in here as well, which is stunning. So that is your whimsical one. Oh, this is my strawberry moon by the look of it. I've got, well, I don't know. Oh no, I've got quite a few here. Right, bear with. Right, that's Shot Whim. Then I've got Strawberry Haze, which is the one that we've just done. So that can go under there. And then I've got Floral Fantasia. That on, Sam? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yes? No. Right, okay. Don't know why that's not there then. Right, so those are all your downloads that we've got for you. Right, I just want to do a repeat on this. So I know a lot of you have already bought these wallets, but you can never have too much storage, can you? Right? So you can punch a hole in these if you wanted to. If you've got something like a crocodile, they would punch so they can go in your wallets. But these are really strong, sturdy bags. Listen. And they're seamed at the bottom, so they're heat pressed at the bottom. So they're not going to put any strain on the sides of it. Again, punch through if that's what you want to do, and then pop them in a binder. We use this all the time because it was quite funny. When I ran out of cut tidy, which is a long time ago now, I went to my local carpet shop and bought a metre of the stuff that they wrap the carpets with. And it's very similar to this. It's a little bit heavier than this, but this you're going to double up. So if you cut these in half, instead of going out and paying, I think it was $9.99 for 8 sheets, you're getting 500 sheets today for £2. £2 before your discount. Listen, why would you not? Why would you not, right? These are brilliant. And you can always heat seal across here. So if you heat sealed and sectioned these out into 4, and then just use your craft knife and cut a line through, you can then store things in different compartments in these as well. And this is the time to buy it, right? If you love your rice paper, and you're going to get rice paper anyway, because you're going to use it all the time, you might as well have a packet of that, and then just pay £2 for this. Not bad, is it? Or, I think these are $11.99 normally, Sam, aren't they, by themselves? Yeah?
They are
$29.99 by themselves. Wow. Okay. That's a different thing. So you're saving £15 and getting a pack of rice paper thrown in then. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Shop bundle, quick, before Diane changes her mind. Now then, we have got some high gloss. I know you're all putting it in your baskets now, aren't you? Well done. Congratulations. That's absolutely the right thing to do. Now then, look at this. How beautiful is she on there? Isn't that stunning with that gloss? Now, inkjet printer, regular, you want your glossy photo settings or best quality, and you will get that look and finish. How stunning is that? I like the idea of printing on this and having glossy cards. I think it's really cool. And actually, something artwork like this would be really lovely on like a postcard size, wouldn't it? And you can just draw the address lines in. I think it's something a little bit different, this. So just through your regular inkjet printers. So it says here, select a suitable setting on your printer. For some printers, the default settings are sufficient. However, you may need to switch to glossy and or high quality settings. For laser print users, you may need to ensure the toner bonds with the material properly. Some printers identify the temperature setting as thickness settings. So this is 180 GSM. So just check that it will go through your printer with those settings, and that is absolutely fabulous. Right, what else shall we have a look at, Sam? Shall we have a look at...
Have you got the fluttering through lace on your USB?
No. It took us an hour and a half to learn the ones that I've got. I know, I'm sorry, Sam. I can show you again, though. Let me show you these, because this is, well... I mean, I don't need to say anything, do I? The artwork kind of speaks for itself. It's absolutely beautiful. The other day when David was doing a little video with Emily, and I came into the studio and I was like, wow. He said, I know, look at these. I said, who's doing the show with you? And I'm on my own. I went, you're not now. And I barged my way into the show because this deserves to be in everybody's home. Look how beautiful this is. And remember, you can knock the opacity back. This was the one where Stephanie was showing you how to merge two together on rice paper. So if you saw that show, you'll see how she wet the edges, tore it, feathered it, and then literally pieced two together, and you would never have known. Very, very clever. So that's your second board. Then we've got your third one. I mean, these are just lovely, aren't they? aren't they? Imagine tote bags with these on. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Seriously, I would just print this off and put it in frames. I think they're absolutely incredible. Little bit of cadence on there. That was David's favourite one. Very demure. He's just been away for a weekend away because it was Luke's 30th birthday and they were off grid. No internet. I'm like, give me the address, please. Look at this. Aren't these just gorgeous? Really nice for teenage cards as well. You know, that difficult age. Teenagers, young 20s, and you don't want to buy them a card with a badge on anymore, but you don't want a really grown-up soppy font verse either. This is going to be perfect for that. I mean, they're just beautiful, aren't they? There's no other words for it. This was launched a few weeks ago, but we had to bring it back to you because just the detail in the rice papers. And I remember doing the show with David, and I just kept looking at them because they're so beautiful. And it's not very often that something like this stops me in my tracks, but this stopped me in my tracks. I was like, right, I'm coming in early and I'm doing that show with you. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. If you want this, it's Shop Flutter, and it is $24.99. Now I'm going to turn these boards around and show you Shop Winter, because these are the Christmas rice papers that David launched last week. If you missed out on these, maybe you were away, maybe it wasn't payday yet. David's like, yeah, I got paid tomorrow. Everybody's a bit like that at the moment, aren't they? Look how gorgeous these are. Aren't they stunning? The warmth coming from that fire is just so realistic. Imagine these decorating your home. Maybe you're going to put them on baubles. Maybe you're going to use the badge maker if you just bought that. But I love the fact that we give you some quite open space as well to be able to add into it. Now, if you got the Crimson Noel last week with those gorgeous poinsettias, these are going to come up a treat, aren't they? We're going to do more with that collection tomorrow as well on Scan and Cut, as well as Christmas stencils. Got a lot going on those shows tomorrow. It's going to be good. Might have a little surprise. Maybe. We have to get it signed off first, so I can't tell you exactly what it is. But if I can, we'll get excited. Now then, we've got the teddy bears on here as well, the musical notes, everything that epitomises that beautiful traditional Christmas. You know, absolutely glorious, aren't they? And why would you not? You know, if you're making your Christmas cards, maybe you make and sell for charity, or maybe you make and sell so that you can buy more craft stuff, right? These would be fantastic on the fronts of cards. A little bit of embellishment on there, maybe a little bit of glitter just highlighting, or the foil pen from Craftmaster would look lovely, or maybe you're going to use one of the glue pens and your metal leaf. Whatever you decide to do with them, these are going to look absolutely magnificent as your cards, tags, all that kind of thing. Even if you've got a bigger printer, print them off and use them as your gift wrap. Could do that, couldn't you? But I love the streets, the cobbled streets with the snow. You can feel the cold, can't you? You can see the lights coming out of all the little homes, just warming up that scene. They're absolutely spectacular. Tev's just been away to the Cotswolds and he said, everything's so cute. I just want to live there. I'm like, yep. Well, they did say it was £15 for a sausage roll. £15 for a sausage roll. I know, Sam. Apparently there was this really expensive posh farm shop. £15 for a sausage roll. I know, right? How ridiculous is that? They didn't have one. Just so that you know. But it was nice to look around. So all of those, that one is Shop Winter for you. Right, let's have a chat with some of you, Sal, and then we'll do the stickers. Just bought Whimsical Download with my free Scan and Cut. £10. Thanks, Mel. You're welcome, Mrs. H999. Yes, if you are a member of the Scan and Cut Club, please check your emails. We are running a little bit behind, and I apologise. The project's done. We're just waiting for somebody to be able to film it. That's the problem, because we had new starters last week. Andrew's back tomorrow. Only for a short time, but he's back tomorrow. So we're all having bets on how grumpy he's going to be. That started in the office this morning. Emily hasn't met Andrew yet. You'll get used to him. You'll get used to his sense of humour. It's very dry. Any news on getting a laser printer? So, Karen, we are still working on it, but when we went to Brother, we couldn't quite get the pricing right, so we're still having a look, because we don't want to bring you one. We want to bring you one that's the right price, right? So we're still working on it. I know, I'm sorry. Nothing is that quick. I wish it was. I wish I could just ring up and go, can we do this? And they go, yeah, put the phone down. Don't work like that. It's got to go through a million different people, but we are still working on it. Mandy Anderson says, I bought the Heirloom Christmas download last week with some of the canvas bags. What product/adhesive does David use to put the rice paper onto canvas bags, please? You need the decoupage fabric glue, my lovely, from Cadence. That will work. So if you want the regular one, you're going to use on canvas, card, things like that. But if you want it on fabric, then the fabric decoupage glue. Or you can use the regular one, but the fabric one is made for that purpose. Anne Godfrey says, my holly has berries on, but they are white at the moment. It's lovely, isn't it? I love holly. Right, brilliant. So thank you for joining me this morning. Oh, here we are. I don't use cut tidy anymore as it became too expensive, says Alison Stone. These sheets cut very well and keep all the little bits of card together so there is less mess, especially with intricate dies. Yes, there is, Alison. Thank you for doing that. That's great. Right. Diane says, Mel, I have purchased Scan and Cut 4 to 6, but I can't download it. It says not added to membership. Am I doing something wrong? Hannah's already on it. Hannah will be on it. She'll sort it out for you. Right. Don't forget as well, Alan, to message ICHF and see if Doncaster will be all right for you to come. Right. Let's have a look at some stickers next, shall we? So we have a pack for you of 10 sheets of glossy white self-adhesive sticker sheet and 10 sheets of matte white self-adhesive sticker sheet. They're 80 GSM. They'll grow through your regular printers. We've got instructions on there for you, telling you exactly how to use those. If you want 20 sheets of stickers, that's going to be fabulous there. That could go on the back of a mobile phone case, couldn't it? And then, let's bring these in. These are a little bit special. Now imagine your fairies printed on that. This is holographic sticker sheets. So if you've got a Scan and Cut, you'll cut it with your vinyl blade and it will kiss cut it for you, but it's printable. Again, you want to use it with your glossy photo settings, but this is a lovely one. Great for the kids for Christmas as well. But some of these Strawberry Moon one on there would look absolutely beautiful. Just gives it a little bit of something else, doesn't it? And to be able to print, never in a million years did we ever think we'd be able to print on holographic self-adhesive stickers, did we? I know, right? Remember when fax machines came in, you had to dial it up? I know, I remember that. And then we've got print your own sticker sheets. Now, these are brilliant. So instead of giving you a white edge, whether it's glossy or matte, what this will do is kiss cut the top surface, but it's clear. So if you ever saw the sentiments that Christine from Pinflare brought you, you know, the ones where they were foiled and you took them off the sheet and stuck them inside the card and you couldn't see the edge, now you can do your own, which is fabulous. So that's what this is. So you're going to get 6 sheets in total, A4, brilliant glossy settings, glossy photo settings to print on that, and then you can make your own stickers, which is lovely. Right, shall we have a quick look round? Oh, let's have a look. Shall we do... Somebody's asked to see whimsical blooms. I can show you on here, but I can't show you on the computer, unfortunately, because the USBs were taking forever to load this morning. But look how beautiful this is. Aren't these gorgeous? Now, if you have got a sublimation printer and you are doing your mugs, these are lovely, aren't they? And they're just so different. So you could make the card, the gift bag, the wrapping paper, the tissue paper, all of that, and decorate it all up with these gorgeous, gorgeous papers. And then we go quite dark. And I like these because they've got that metallic edge to them. These on the back of a glass plate would look amazing. Absolutely amazing. Then you could go in with your pens and highlight it, or with your metal leaf. They're going to look lovely with your metal leaf. So just go in, or you can use your hot foil pen. So if you've got the hot foil pen from Craftmaster, just go in, use a light board, put your rice paper on top of a light board, foil over the top, and then go in and just add those highlights to your papers. Just make them a little bit different, right? Which is great. Right, anything else we need to go through, Sam? Yeah, this is flying out, isn't it? I know, most popular. I'm not surprised. Diane did a thing. She did another thing. She's doing a lot of things at the moment, so make sure you tune into all the shows because she's popping in and out. I noticed that. Have you noticed that? Right, normally $29.99 these wallets for 250 of them. Now, if you're getting 250 sheets of cut tidy and they were £2 each, that's £500. But now you're going to cut these in half, so you've got 500. So double that. £1,000. Or you can save yourself £15 on this and get that thrown in. $14.99. I know, right? That's good, isn't it? So either you're paying £2 for your rice paper and $14.99, half price for your wallets, or you're paying £2 for 250 of them and you're paying for your $12.99 for your rice paper. Either way, it's a cracking deal, so don't miss out on it. Right, David is coming up next. He's got paint pouring on the bears on a silly, silly price. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Bye.